Fox 9's Babs Santos went to Rochester to learn more about it. He joins us now live with the details. Babs?
Look at the look on his face. Look at the look on my face. He's like, y'all called me in on my day off for this. Huh? Y'all called me in on my day off to stand in front of a jungle gym and talk about Shiloh Hendrix. Y'all know this is an all-white shift, but y'all had to integrate it just to do this story. Y'all ain't slick. Shout out to all of the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I am Reese Waters, and this is your Racist of the Week update, where we update the stories previously featured here, where we've highlighted the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. Today, no, not you, Trump. It's not you this time. It's not always going to be about you, but don't go far. I'm sure we'll circle back around to you soon enough. No, today we're talking about Shiloh Hendrix. Y'all remember the woman who went viral for slurring a child and then started a whole GoFundMe and launched this whole summer of black fatigue?
Did you call him a nigger, the child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the nigger word?
None of your fucking business.
It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay. All right, that's what you say.
Guess what? She picked up some more charges. Shiloh Marie Hendrix, the woman accused of yelling slurs at a young black child with a disability back in April, has been charged with 3 counts of disorderly conduct. In a press release Tuesday morning, the city of Rochester announced the city attorney's office would be bringing the charges against Hendrix, claiming the matter, quote, took a large amount of evidence and required careful consideration of potentially charging options across multiple offices. Wasn't a whole lot of evidence. The video is really all the evidence. Y'all just been watching that same video for weeks, because I don't know what other evidence was needed. Each charge carries a maximum of 90 days in jail and/or a $1,000 fine. The family of the victim was consulted during the process. As of now, it's unclear if Hendrix has acquired legal representation. So you mean to tell me she got all that money from the GoFundMe and she ain't hired a lawyer? Wow. So it wasn't one lawyer that contributed to the GoFundMe? Not even the guy who got divorced over contributing to the fund? Nobody? Wow. That's crazy. Who would have thought?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Do you think Better Call Saul would defend racists? Because he defends just about everybody else. So she probably get on it. Better Call Saul Goodman, he got you.
Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay. All right, that's what you say.
But whatever you do, don't call Annalise Keating. Don't do that. I don't think she's gonna take the case. And don't call Molly from Insecure, neither, or Maxine from Living Single.
A Rochester city attorney filing a summons complaint charging a woman with disorderly conduct after she went viral last spring for allegedly using a racial slur against a child. Tonight in Olmsted County, several people are praising this move. Fox 9's Babs Santos went to Rochester to learn more about it. He joins us now live with the details. Babs?
Look at the look on his face. Look at the look on my face. He's like, y'all called me in on my day off for this. Huh? Y'all called me in on my day off to stand in front of a jungle gym and talk about Shiloh Hendrix. Y'all know this is an all-white shift, but y'all had to integrate it just to do this story. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't slick. Hey, I tell you this, I want time and a half for this one.
Well, Randy, part of the process here was the city attorney trying to get input from the victim's family to make sure that that family wanted to move forward with charges. However, there were 3 families actually claiming to be the family involved in all of this, so it took law enforcement some time to figure out which family it truly was. And after figuring that out, today the city attorney moved forward with these charges.
Now that's odd. There were three families were claiming to be, wow. That's interesting because I haven't seen anything from the family of the child, which quite frankly is to be admired, not to all of a sudden run to the phone or run to the news media and try and get attention for yourself, because that's what she did. Imagine that. Imagine that. We live in a world where she goes right to the internet, raises $1 million, and we haven't heard from the family of the boy at all. But she's the one that got all the money.
It's about what we can do within the letter of the law, and while it's frustrating and there are different opinions.
Many people in Rochester have been waiting for this day since last April, waiting to learn if Shiloh Hendrix would be charged with a crime after allegedly using the N-word to rebuke a Somali boy with autism who reportedly took a pouch of applesauce from her diaper bag, an encounter at this Rochester playground that went viral on social media.
Now, it's at this point that I gotta holler at the Black MAGAs, because I said at the time when I initially reported on this story that it's just been noticeably silent over in Black MAGAdom. I don't know where they have been, because we're at a place where a child with autism, which I think is beside the point because the child just acted like a child, from taking an applesauce pouch, can not only launch a racist tirade from an adult, but then double down on it and have all these people paying her for having done so. So it's interesting that Black MAGA has been so. Where y'all been, Black MAGA? Wait, play it again. Play it again. I see Rob Smith been picking up some new skills. That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been, instead of commenting on this is how Black MAGA been spending their time, as opposed to reading the writing on the wall.
But yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with using that kind of verbiage.
This week, charges came down. 3 misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct with a maximum sentence of 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. In charging documents, authorities say the 36-year-old was hostile and racist to the 8-year-old child, all because of a pouch of applesauce. The child's parents allegedly feared Hendrix would strike the boy, and Hendrix allegedly said he was about to hit him for taking her son's stuff.
I think it's justified that she's being charged. I think it's completely unjustified her reaction to the situation, especially being a child. Special needs or not, a child's a child.
Now, do I agree with the charges being levied at Shiloh Hendrix? This is a tough one, because far be it for me to defend Shiloh Hendrix for anything. But I just did a video talking about the racial abuse which is directed at a soccer player over in England. And one of the things I said was how different it is there than it is here, that they're actually charging the guy for racial abuse, because here you would get like a cabinet position. At the same time, when it comes to the racism in our sports culture, we can't even approach the world of soccer. We talking about throwing bananas and monkey chants. So clearly the charges have been ineffective in trying to tamp down the racism. It's almost like the people with these kinds of mindsets and ideas are just prone to criminality. You know, they like to talk about, who's prone to, they like to talk about who can't get right. I can tell you who can't get right. I can tell you who can't get right. It doesn't appear that you can actually legislate racism. And moreover, the fact that we are having this national debate about free speech. We just had the incident here in DC with the flag burning, and we see exactly how this administration is moving and their authoritarian takeover of America. So I like to have some integrity about this when it comes to people's ability to express themselves, irregardless of how vile or disgusting those expressions might happen to be. I think the bigger issue is the public reaction to this kind of thing. When you can start a GoFundMe and raise that kind of money, that to me is a much bigger issue, because we know we can't stop people from being ignorant in public. Case in point, stuff like this from Matt Walsh and the right-wing blogosphere in reaction to Shiloh Hendrix. They see this as a loss of free speech and infringing on our rights, which is fascinating because I don't recall any such diatribes about Trump threatening to pull NBC and ABC's broadcasting licenses because an interview hurt his feelings. I don't recall there being. Where were the think pieces on the flag burning? Where were those? How about Trump weighing in on Colbert and his cancellation and its relation to the settlement that CBS paid to the Trump administration? Why is it that the free speech arguments on the right are always about being racist? Huh? How it's always about being racist. Not about the flag, not about news reporting, not about characterizations of foreign governments. Never that. Never that. It's always about their freedom to be racist. Ain't that weird, Black MAGA? Isn't that weird? It's almost like they don't really believe in free speech. They kind of just want to be racist. That's really what it's about. Y'all get the message now?
I just want to be clear here. Republicans hate black people. MAGA hates black people, right? So if you're watching this and you're a black person, MAGA hates you. They hate you. They loathe you. They despise your existence. What's my evidence for this? We've been live for about an hour now. We haven't had one Trump supporter come up here and tell us why they support Trump. No, we haven't. We haven't. We've had maybe 20 people come up here and scream the N-word, though. Republicans are more willing to slur. Republicans are more willing to hate crime. Republicans are more willing to despise you for your existence if you're a black person watching this than they are willing to give one intellectual reason why Donald Trump is a good president. So for everybody watching, I mean, I'm talking about the 2.2 thousand people on YouTube and the 7.3 thousand people on TikTok. This shit should be radicalizing you. I'm being so fucking real. This shit should radicalize you. How scary is that? The millions of Americans that support the president we have today don't support them because of reason, don't support him because of fact, don't support him because of logic. They don't support him because of anything in alignment with reality. They support him out of hate and disdain for you, if you are a black person, right? And once again, the fact that we have had 20 people come up here and vocalize their explicit hatred for black people, instead of giving one argument for why they support Trump. One reason, talking about the economy, talking about his policy, immigration, foreign affairs. No, it's just the N-word.
And while we're on the message of hating black people, how about this from New York Post? Minnesota mom who called 5-year-old with autism ends in viral video, now facing criminal charges months later. I love that they put months later. But if you scroll down to the bottom, the foul-mouthed Minnesota mom is no stranger to law enforcement, earning previous citations for driving under the influence, disorderly conduct, and brawling. one more time, driving under the influence, disorderly conduct, and brawling. Well, that's crazy, because they always tell us that we like to defend criminals. Ain't that the thing? We always like to defend criminals. We got a whole DUI for the woman that slurred the child with autism. So we not protecting children at all. We're not responding to people being civil in society at all. We are literally just rewarding people for being racist. It's almost like MAGA doesn't stand for anything at all. You know, it's really, I can tell you, you know, when they signed off on sending the National Guard across state lines and completely violated small government and states' rights, I thought that might have been it. Yeah, but this really has to go right to the top or near the top when it comes to MAGA, not standing for anything. And by the way, touche, New York Post, for that finding its way in the article. I don't know. This has been a week. This has been quite a week for New York Post and Fox News. Yeah, I know. I saw what Trey Gowdy said.
Our system is reactive. Something bad happens, we react to it. And what people are crying for now is, how can we prevent this? How can we stop it? And the only way to stop it is to identify the shooter ahead of time or keep the weapons out of their hands. And so we're going to have a conversation of freedom versus protecting children. I mean, how many school shootings does it take before we're going to have a conversation about keeping firearms out? It's always a young white male, almost always. I mean, did anyone this morning think, I wonder if that was a female? Did any of y'all think that? I mean, there's been one school shooting involving a female.
It was in Tennessee.
One. Yeah, Tennessee. But other than that, it is usually young white males.
But let's address this part, because one of the things I mentioned at the outset is talking about how Shiloh Hendrix launched this whole summer where we're talking about black fatigue, where black criminality gets splashed across the headlines as if we have the market cornered on crime. And yet we come around to a woman with cases, picking up more cases, and along the way raising money literally just for slurring a black child. Not for her thoughts on healthcare, not for her thoughts on foreign affairs, not for having some kind of supernatural physical, no. Just for being racist. So I have to ask this question. Should I start a whole new series of videos just based on the LBJ quote? Because I've used it too many times about the lowest white man feeling better than the highest black man. I feel like I might have to start a new strain of videos all about this. Because by the way, when I did the video all about the soccer racism, that was prompted by this.
The camera on me, bro. Stop, man, get out of here. I'm a dumb. Fuck out of here. You got nothing better to do. You know, like fucking people. Get out of here. You bothering us. Pick that up. I don't want to. You the bad. 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 Pick that up if you're tough. You the bad. If you're tough, pick that up. You the man.
Few moments later.
You want help? Huh? You want help? Yeah. You really want help? Yeah. I'm gonna get you some help, okay? How? I'm gonna get somebody to help you. How's that? But you gotta take it back. I'm still a dumb. No, I didn't say that. You said I was a back there. See how it works? I'm gonna get you some help now.
And that video will be dropping soon, and probably with an update, because I don't know, did he help him out, or is he still there? Over there by 7-Eleven? Yeah, behind it in the bushes over on 3rd. All right, check it and let me know, because I'm gonna do a whole update. I filled out the rest of that video with this surge online of people telling stories about homeless racist. And they were so many, I couldn't even get them all in that video.
Some people just don't like other people. I'm one of them. I can't stand you people.
I was literally helping someone after being clocked in. I was told, before I even started helping someone, I was told that there was a group of homeless men on a corner, and you know, my job's procedure is I'm supposed to call a certain number, and they're supposed to assist with the homeless people, like pretty much just move them from the property or away from the premises. So I do that. It's literally 7 a.m. I do that, call, make the calls, mind my business, and I continue to help someone in my lobby. And as I'm doing that, I just see this door swing open and enters a homeless man. Yes, he was 6 feet, white, tall, skinny built. He had grayish hair, dirty gray beard, white shirt, tan pants, and then a blanket. Now, I was told the group of homeless men were threatening people at my job, like pretty much being very to them. And I'm like, oh, okay. As a girl, I'm not going to put myself in danger, especially not with a homeless person. So when he came in my lobby, he just started cursing me out, talking about something, he gonna hurt me, he gonna me, and I'm like, oh. And he continued to make his threats, and then he walks out, and then he comes back in, and he just starts yelling at me, same threats. And then he proceeds to call me the hard ER, and I was like, oh. It was very traumatic, like especially being called that in New York. I never been called anything out of my name besides, like, you know, the typical, oh, she a bitch, she stuck out, da da da. Especially when you are ignoring these men in public transportation or just ignoring these men on the street. Like, I've been called shit like that, but I never been called the hard ER by a white man in New York City. And that was my first time experiencing it from a homeless man.
Now, let me ask you this, and this goes really to the kind of people that would donate to a Shiloh Hendrix GoFundMe, or the kind of people that would slur black people trying to help them while they're on the street. How has that helped you? How has that helped you? Now, I mean, like, how has it actually helped you? Not like the 5 seconds of good feelings that you have just from being evil and nasty to somebody. I understand that. I have small children. How has it, what has it done? Has it put an extra piece of chicken in your box? Has it put an extra half pound on the watermelon? Did it sweeten the lemonade or the iced tea at all? Did it lower the prices at the grocery store? Oh no, it definitely didn't do that. Has it lowered the prices of goods? Oh, it definitely hasn't done that. Not with the tariffs coming around the bend. How has it helped you? Has it gotten you better health care? No, they're coming for that. That is, I'm trying to get all my checkups right now, because who knows what's going to happen. What has that done for you? And let me ask you this question too. Who do you think benefits when you direct your ire at the people in the same situation as you, trying to climb that? Who do you think is helped by that? I have to ask, because it seems pretty plain to me how the litany of ways in which you are being played. And if you haven't seen it on a macroscopic level, how about on a microscopic level? How has helping Shiloh Hendrix and supporting her helped you? What has that done for you? And now I know the guy got the whole divorce, and there was infighting even on the Shiloh Hendrix team. Oh yeah, I talked all about that.
The Avi thing happened where he got fired from his job and uploaded a video and started his own fundraiser. That had nothing to do with myself and the rest of the people that were involved. As soon as we found out the truth about all of that, I severed ties with him immediately.
How was that? Did she help? Did she sprinkle y'all with any of that? With any of those funds? Did she start a community center for your kids? Did she do that? Did she start an OnlyFans? Is she giving out content? with the money y'all spent? Is she? I'm trying to figure out. Seems she just took that money and ran. Wow.
And I want to have a quiet life. I don't plan on, being an influencer. I don't plan on doing interviews. That's just not something that I would ever want to do. It's not on my agenda.
Well, if you can't even count on Shiloh Hendrix to do for you when she gets a little bit of change, how is it that you're counting on Trump? Yeah, the same guy with the line of people suing him that could stretch across America, going back decades. How is it that you are counting on him? That's the part that gets me. And I will use, because Texas State Rep James Tallarico is having a moment. And I mean, is absolutely having a moment. But he put this so beautifully. I'll let him have the last word about all of this.
The only minority destroying America is the billionaires. Trans people are 1% of the population. Muslims are 1% of the population. Undocumented people are 1% of the population. We are focused on the wrong 1%. Trans people aren't taking away our health care. Muslims aren't defunding our schools. Immigrants aren't cutting taxes for themselves and their rich friends. It's the billionaires and their puppet politicians. The culture wars are a smokescreen. So many of the divisions in this state and in this country are manufactured by billionaires who want us fighting each other instead of fighting them. They want us looking left and right at our neighbors instead of looking up at them. The biggest divide in our politics is not left versus right, it's top versus bottom.
Okay, I lied when I said he was going to have the last word. Congratulations, Shiloh Hendrix. You are once again our racist of the week, and I do want to wish you the best with those charges. I am hoping they don't actually sentence you to jail time, because who knows how those people might react in there. Haven't seen. I know how they handle people who crimes against children. You know what I mean? That ain't. You don't want to go in with that jacket. So good luck with all of that. But there is a good attorney. I watched Just Mercy again the other day, and Brian Stevens. That might be somebody you might want to look into. He got you. No, he got you. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and to all of you guys that have reached out to me at admin@reesewaters.com. I'm constantly getting feedback like this from Aaron that says, "Hey Reese, I love your show and have just subscribed. I just have one question for you, and please don't think I'm coming for you. And full disclosure, I did take a gummy." Well, where this about to go? I think I just took a gummy is the new version of I don't mean no offense. Question, on the Vivek Ramaswamy anti-black show, why is your mustache sitting so far from your lip?
Damn!
This is egregious work. This is nasty, egregious work.
I take offense. I think I take offense. I think that must have been the gummy. That must have been. Now, yeah. Let me just keep reading. How is it that I can help the channel? Well, one way you can help the channel is what you've already done, subscribing to the channel. Another way is by joining as a member. There are links in the description box to all of the videos to membership. You also find the links to my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, the link to merchandise, which is over at reesewaters.com. You could also join the Patreon at patreon.com/ReeseWaters, where you can get access to the newsletter. But one small but very significant way that you can help the channel is just by liking the video. Liking the video helps boost it in YouTube's algorithm and helps make sure more people get this information and these laughs. Well, hopefully y'all be laughing. I'll be laughing when I be recording the videos. I don't know, but all the other people in here just be quiet. But I think that's probably out of respect more than anything.
You don't find that suspicious?
Another way you can help the channel is by coming to the premieres. You know, I premiere all of my videos and I'm there in the chat along with the mod squad. So come help and enjoy all this goodness with everybody else. Kick your feet up, take your shoes off. Actually, don't do that. No, because I be premiering my videos early in the day and it'd be too early for corn chips.
Brother,
Keep your shoes on, but come bring your positive attitude and spirit and join with the rest of the class. And make sure you turn on your notifications so you know exactly when those premieres go down. But I would like to thank you all for your support up to this point.